Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Patek Philippe 5205G White Gold Annual Calendar. You can see this White Gold Annual Calendar Patek Philippe on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to see our complete listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high-resolution images, and naturally, complete pricing. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the 5205 has a complex shape. Now, 40 millimeters across the round of the case, not including the crown. It's not terribly thick, 12 millimeters thick, with a generously sloped concave bezel. It is a complex form. It's an adroitly drawn case and bezel combination, and we'll get into some of those details in just a moment, but this 2010 to present Patek Philippe complication has immense nuance. Now you can see from lug to lug, outer extremity to opposite extremity, the watch spans 50 millimeters. Again, with a sloped case flank, reasonably compact proportions, this is an easy watch to wear with a tight sleeve or a dress cuff. But with the combination of the gray and black dial and the white metal case, it's also a sporty and versatile reference that you could pretty much wear with anything. 30-meter water resistance means you're not going to take this one swimming, but in every other situation, most appropriate. Now, it has good heft to it thanks to the white gold. You can also see that the case is fairly complex. This is something that you rarely get a chance to appreciate in full when you're looking at the head-on shots that are dominant on the internet. You can see the concave shape of the bezel itself, which actually falls inward as it swoops up to meet the sapphire. You can also see the scalloped flanks of the lugs, which have remarkable compound curves, and not only are they scalloped, but they are skeletonized such that you can see straight through them. Now, the strap is of very high quality, very minimally bolstered. It has a monotone stitch, or is it a monotone stitch? Super subtle. Like the rest of the watch, it uses grayscales magnificently. There is a very subtle gray stitching within the black rectangular scale alligator leather. The effect of the contrast is subtle. Maybe it doesn't play to advantage on the camera in the light box, but it's very apparent, a clever and much appreciated measure in person, as are all of the details of the dial, which we'll approach in a moment. Now, the buckle is 18 karat white gold, made by Patek Philippe, matching, beautifully finished, and beautifully faceted. It's small, but thoughtfully designed, and a wonderful complement to this reference. Now, the watch itself features a common sense display of all indications. You can see the day, the date, and the month, a 24-hour scale at 6 o'clock so you know not to set the watch in its designated danger zone, and an inset moon phase. Now, it is an annual calendar. This is a type that Patek Philippe patented and invented in 1996. The very first 5035s launched in 1997, and the annual calendar simplifies resetting your calendar, makes it a once-a-year job. The transition from February to March, a simple complex calendar, that is one that has the day, date, and the month, but is not an annual, has to be corrected 5 times per year. Now, you can see that everything on the dial is of the highest quality. The hands and all of the applied indices, as well as the frames for the apertures, are made of polished white gold, beautifully rendered. There's a wonderful grayscale transition of the outer minutes or seconds track to a sort of ruthenium-plated, slate-colored hour track, and then a black center matched by the black at the center of the bosom moon phase. Very effective, very handsome. Like the contrasting stitch on the strap itself, it's subtle, but immensely handsome and well-considered. Now, on the case back, the watch is no less attractive. In the grand tradition of Patek Philippe, everything you see here is to the highest standard. Now, originally launched in 2010, every single version of this movement ever in the 5205 has been Patek Philippe seal, as the Poinçon de Genève was phased out mid-2009. But believe me, there's no loss. Gorgeous circular Côte de Genève and emblazoned Calatrava cross on the winding mass. You can see gorgeous, highly textured linear Côte de Genève across the bridges and a tight and even perlage across the base plate. Now, all of the screws have mirror polished heads and chamfered slots. Moreover, if you were to pull one of these screws and look at the pilot underneath the threading, even that would be mirror polished. That's what it means to have a Poinçon de Genève or Patek Philippe seal level of finish. Now, there are innovations here. unlubricated ceramic rotor bearings, very high efficiency unidirectional winding, energizing a 45-hour power reserve. We do have the Spiromax silicone anti-magnetic hairspring on a free-sprung Gyromax style balance. Now it beats away at a modern 4 Hertz. This watch really has the works. Everything you'd expect in terms of complication, which is to say 34 jewels and 356 parts, everything you would expect in terms of artistry and finishing, the highest standard, you'll find in this Patek Philippe 5205G. A handsome, versatile, and beautiful take on the annual calendar with perhaps the simplest and most legible of all calendar displays in apertures across the top of the dial. This is a watch that's easy to love. You can love it and you can take it home on our website, watchyouwant.com.